and having to use the which ship did I use to get here? Man,
The
what am I
Star
doing? I don't
Kestrel.
remember.
It was a long time ago.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, that was at least 2 hours ago.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
But yes. So name of the game is we're going to be converting the Phoenix Star Works faction into a faction to go into the game, and yeah, we're going to be starting with the Astral Drake.
Love it, love it, and thank you for the invite. Hello, everyone, and it's great to be back with LyfeForce. So you
Yes.
got the Astral Drake here. I've watched the Captain's Academy, so yes, I've read the instruction manual. Probably gotta reload it. But yeah, I'm happy to share everything I've learned about converting ships to orbital patrol vessels, and happy to help in vanilla and RE2. So where where would you like to start?
Um. Okay. Well, I'm not the expert here, but yes. Actually, you know what? I think maybe we need to convert all the blocks to combat steel.
Well, okay, let's talk about that. So, just to take a step back, share everybody who doesn't know me. I've done a lot of conversions over the years to orbital patrol vessels and POIs, and there's about 20 or 30 blueprints that are converted and in the workshop right now. I'm sorry, on the game right now that I've converted from the workshop, and they're in the Warlord faction in vanilla. So you can find some of the other converted ships that I've done there. So I've done some OPV conversions. I've lost track over like 150 conversions, but about 20 or 30 are in the game. So I'm happy to walk everybody through that, and feel free to speak up or stop me if I get really boring and start dumping a lot of information on you guys. But in a nutshell, to convert a ship to an OPV, the absolute minimum that you have to do is replace the core with an NPC core. And but we're not going to do just the minimum here. We're going to do more than that, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's start with the basics. In the item menu, I'm going to grab the alien blocks. The red alien blocks looks like a red core. And I'm also going to grab one of the hardened steel blocks just so I can use it to delete blocks if needed. So those are going to be my two basic things that I got in my toolbar in addition to the paint gun and the multi-tool. So that's the basics, and we'll grab more stuff as time goes on. So yeah, the absolute basics are the alien blocks, and if you take a look at that, and you right click next to a ship here, you get a menu, and the NPC core that we want to use is the red NPC core. We don't want to use the admin core. We definitely want to use the NPC core. So that is the minimum that we need to convert this ship to an OPV. So maybe we should start there. Should we go to the core room and replace the core? I'll follow you.
Okay, you said the what is it? Alien blocks.
Alien blocks, yes.
Mm-hmm. And then NPC core.
NPC core, yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So
so admin is the one that prevents the blocks from being destroyed. You need to destroy the core itself unless
y-
they're damaged.
yes, and for an OPV, we don't want to use that. Long story short.
Let's just ruin everybody's day.
Yeah. So let's go to the core room. Let's see here. I can remember where the core room is.
Right here.
I need to go up the elevator.
There
Here
he
we go.
is.
Okay, yes.
Mhm.
So we want to start by replacing this core with an NPC core. So have at it.
Oh, I'm doing the footwork here, huh?
Oh,
Okay, I
well,
got you.
I could.
I figured what it was is like, uh-oh, hold on,
There we
man.
go.
We're off to a fine start. Hold on.
Yeah.
Stop the ship from falling, man. You didn't tell me about this.
We're in creative mode, not survival, right? Are we in survival?
Yeah, it is great.
Okay.
You cannot place a second core. Did you place one already?
No, I didn't. I didn't touch it.
Well, where the hell the other one then? What is this, man? Cannot place a second core.
Yeah, I didn't place another car.
How many did you say you've done? Where does the? Oh, it went outside. Son of a bitch, man.
Oh, there it is.
We're off to a great start. Now, if I hit this again, then it's just gonna fall again.
So, handy tip.
Okay.
What I usually do is I do this out in space, and I put a bunch of lights around it, so I don't have to deal with gravity or the daytime nighttime cycle.
All right. Well, okay. Well,
So
here's what we're gonna do. Let's do a countdown here, and you delete the block, and I'll place it at the same time you delete it. How about that?
you got it.
And then it'll be like a three. It'll be like 3, 2, 1, and then we're not doing go or anything. It's 3, 2, 1, and then once one said, you delete it in that place.
You got it. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Look at that, huh?
It's going down.
And yet it's still falling.
It's going down.
Wow. It's
all part.
Fine start.
It's all part of the show. It's all part of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Your thrusters are on. Yeah, thrusters are on. Okay, good.
Okay, so that took us all of 42 minutes to do.
Yep. All right, where are you at?
I'm in the warp engineering.
Okay, let me head over there.
Why does it not take me out of GM when I press G? There we go. All right, now we're good. Hey, there you are.
Okay, I'm out of G. All right, great. Okay, so in addition to NPC core, we also want to put a bunch of turrets on here. And then one question I have for you is, do you want to design this so that people can board it and take it over? Because there's two different ways to make an OPV. You can either just put a bunch of turrets on it and call it a day, or you can design it so that people can take out the rear thrusters, board it, and take over the ship, which I prefer.
Yeah, we want to do the full Monty.
Okay, so do you want to start with the turrets, and then we'll start in the outside and then work our way to the inside and start putting sentries and spawners and stuff in here?
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
All right, cool. So back into God mode. We're in vanilla, so we're gonna have different turret blocks. So what? How mean do you want this? Do you want to put all the turrets on here?
Well, okay, so if it's a faction flagship, I'm thinking that we want to have it to be pretty nasty, right?
Yep. That was my thought as well. I was looking at it earlier, and I was wondering if this would be the equivalent, not necessarily of Tovera, but the step down. Is that fair in like a power level?
You mean like a Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we could say that. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me do the symmetry plane. Get that set up so I can help. All right. Symmetry plane.
Can you add in the walking NPC guards as well? Yes, I'm pretty sure that would be NPC spawners.
Yep. We're gonna get the NPC spawners all set up. All right. So turrets. Couple options. So let me go into. It's been a while since I looked at the vanilla turrets. We've got those Xerax dome turrets, which makes me think: do we really want Xerax turrets on this, or what turrets would be suitable? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, maybe a couple of them, but for sure, I think that a good portion should be like the standard human use turrets.
Okay. In addition to those turrets, we also, if you take the alien blocks and right click, you've got some different types of turrets like plasma turrets and laser turret, rocket turret, artillery. With the kind of turrets that you see on a POI, you also have those as options if you want, but it depends upon your design strategy here. If you just want to stick with the human turrets, great, but you do have more options when you're making an OPV with those alien block turrets.
Let's see. Where do you see like the right click to bring out more options?
Yeah,
for these turrets? Where
if I just have to get close to the ship, so I get the red outline, and then I right click and I see all the options on the alien blocks. I just have to get close to something
well,
to do the right click.
alien blocks. What do you mean alien blocks? What are you saying?
The red core that we looked at earlier to
Oh,
replace the NPC
oh,
core.
okay. All right, all right.
Yeah, if
I
you,
was still on the turrets.
yeah.
Okay, I got
In addition to those turrets, I just wanted to show you the turrets that you have using the right click menu on the alien blocks. There's some different turrets on there. So those are options. It's up to you. Plasma turrets, laser, rocket, artillery, ion turret, alien turrets. It's food for thought.
okay. Yeah.
So yeah, if I just, for example, just slap this one up here, this is the rocket, the POI turret. You can put those on OPVs. I'll take it off. There we go.
Sweet.
So different options.
Okay.
The alien turrets,
That.
they have different dimensions, but whatever suits your fancy.
Hmm.
You want to start at the nose and work our way back with turrets, or how do you want to do this? Let me grab the human turrets and put them in my toolbar. So I got those ready.
Which one is the one that has that long range, like the 1.5, 1.6 kilometer, or is that just for RE too?
The rocket turret has a max range of 1.15 kilometers, and so does the arty, sort of, 110. Those are the two long-range ones on the right-click menu in the alien blocks. I'm just mousing over them, looking at the range.
Put an enemy Spinosaur in a hangar.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That's nasty, man.
I'm gonna upload that.
That's actually hilarious. All right. Let's see here. Rocket turret alien, that's fine. Artillery turret. See, ion turret is the one that damages shields but not hull. Was that
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Different dimensions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these won't fit into some of the
That's
slots that
fine.
you have in here. Yeah.
Rocket turrets. And these are colorable, correct?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Yeah, how nasty do we want this thing to be?
All
Hmm.
the nasty.
All of it? All of it.
All right. I was wondering if you just want
Yeah.
to fill it with turrets, but hey, it's all you, man.
Yeah, loot container placement, all that. Let's see here. Let me adjust the light real quick. Hey, Sir Welshie, how you doing? Dunraven, hello. Lycan. GT, welcome aboard. So probably do a tier right here. So we can do like that, and then maybe some. Oh, that's going to be difficult. So get rid of that.
You could do a mix of the alien and then a human one, maybe. So they have a firing.
Yeah, must be a block off on that. Okay, yeah, I'm a block off. So I guess we could, oops. Get rid of that. There we go. And I think we want to get rid of these guys right here. We don't need the mounted weapons.
Yeah, the manual weapons won't fire in an OPV, so might as well just do whatever.
So somebody, I think, would use this as a blind spot. So if we can double pack some turrets right here, it might give them a little bit of surprise.
Yeah. Is there anything sensitive behind this wall? No, there's not. Okay. I mean, you can leave the manual weapons on there for, loot or deco, but they won't fire. Nice.
Or maybe we want plasma there.
Looks like you're going for a good mix of different weapon types.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, so that kind of works out that blind spot a little bit. Maybe some of those little laser sentry turrets in there. Is that also? Okay, yeah, that is here.
Yeah, in the alien blocks, you got those. Yep. Sentry guns. And good work about the blind spots. That's when I submitted to Elion, that's one of the rules that they had was make sure that the turrets don't have any blind spots.
I think that's good. Maybe. Yeah. All right.
Nice. Is that pointed the right way?
Don't ask questions. Come on.
I don't know.
Technical issues there.
I didn't see anything.
That's fine. Yeah. Don't nobody clip that.
that's a guaranteed clip. Okay.
All right. Let's take this and move this to the back. So that's a higher mount. And then let's see, we got that. Actually, let's go to the sideways mount there.
Nice.
We good? Let's get this and turn this sideways as well. Maybe a minigun, since miniguns hit scan.
Nice.
Our disruptors only are reforged Eden. I'm not sure. Hey, Darius Frost, how you doing?
Darius. Hey.
LyfeForse, welcome. Yep, so we're having a crack at it. We're converting the Astral Drake to a flagship OPV for new faction, appearing on Galactic Survival. Phoenix Star Works, you may have heard of it. All right, so let's see here.
We got enough
when
on the bottom here.
Yeah, I'm just like, when should we stop, or should we just fill up everything,
There's no limit. I mean,
yeah,
you can put on as many as you want.
Okay, so the OPVs don't have to adhere to the normal CV limits.
That is correct, yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you can have an OPV design, and it can be way over CPU with more than the maximum amount of the blocks. So feel free to go hog wild.
Do you think a OPV should have some weaknesses?
That's a good. Well, let's talk about the Tovera. Is there a weakness on that one?
Well, if we're talking RE2, maybe not. I don't,
I,
uh,
and this is
he's
close to an equivalent tier, so this is going to be a tough fight. So
yeah,
I, I wouldn't put a weakness in here. It's just my opinion. I think
right.
when a player attacks this, it should be a tough fight.
Okay. So we try to cycle out all the weaknesses.
Yeah, and this is a nice turret coverage you got going on so far. Love it.
Let's get let's see here. Let's get the pair of rockets there. Get sneaky with see the plasma turret. That's kind of tempting though. Maybe some dome turrets.
You do want to put some Xerox dome turrets on, right? Yeah,
Maybe a
works.
few. Maybe a few.
Maybe the lore is that Phoenix Starworks has access to all of the turret types in the galaxy. Maybe.
I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Well, they are like the lore is going to be like they're kind of like a big commerce guild, so something like a Polaris. So you could say that yeah, they have some lucrative trade routes. They could square that deal. I think that works.
I like it. That gives you access to more options. So paste on those Xerox turrets.
Yeah, we could change the location of the core. That doesn't necessarily have to be there.
Yes, yeah. A couple of the conversions I did, I moved the core to a different place so that players, couldn't just download the ship off the workshop, say, "Oh, the core's here." They'd have to go find it.
Right.
Oh, and another thing, when you're designing an OPV so that people would board the ship and take out the core, you have to make sure that you can actually shoot the core. So the place where your core is, you might have to change one of the blocks so you can have a player get in there and shoot it, or flip a switch and blow it.
I gotcha.
We'll get to that later. And there's also the multi-core question. I think this should have multi-cores.
Well, is multi-core a thing in vanilla as well? Is that just RE2?
It wasn't for a long time, but it is now.
Hmm. I
So
don't.
food for thought.
Maybe two cores. Two. I don't. What do you guys think? Are y'all down with the multi-core? No multi, no multi.
Okay, we can just you can stick with one. It's just an option. I'm throwing it out there.
That way you preserve the ship.
Designed by Twitch Chat. You got options.
Yeah.
I will defer to your expertise.
If you're gonna do it, make it 5 cores. Nah.
You could run a command to replace all the blocks of cores, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. We could just do 1 core. I think we could give it it would be a reasonable fight. No pushover, but if you get that 1 core, and then maybe we can do like variations where the core's in a different location.
Yeah,
I think that would be ideal.
Variants, love it.
Yes. So we'll not do that. What do you guys think of that? 1 single core. We're not doing a multi-core thing, but there's going to be variants, and maybe like 2 or 3, maybe 4, and the core's in different location.
Sure, sounds good.
We just have to make it to where you can't easily identify the differences. It's got to be same color and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. You could have a secret version with 5 cores. I'm just saying. Let me chat you on the side. No.
Well,
I'm kidding.
maybe one with 2 cores. That way, it just throws people off.
Yeah.
Like you have the 4 different ones, and then one of them could have 2 cores, just to keep people guessing.
Yep. I have a slightly evil streak. I've learned from Revan and Vermilion.
I see that. Oh man, this is looking pretty nasty already.
I like the turret coverage
Yeah.
right now. That is nice. So if you were a player and you had to approach the ship, I'd probably approach it from the back. I don't see anything on the back. This looks like a blind spot.
No, we're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, definitely do not
Don't you
attack
worry
from
about
this
that.
angle. Wow. Get banged up.
Let's see here. The laser sentry turrets. We can get sneaky with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think these guys are nasty. Okay. It's like, do I want to take some blocks out here and cover that up? I don't know.
Yeah, whenever I was converting OPVs, I try to keep the original artist's design as much as possible and not mess with the colors and not do too much surgery and block work on it.
Yeah.
Got to respect the creators.
All right. So this is a thing here. We're not. I guess we could do like. Yeah. Okay. This is what we can do here.
What are you thinking?
Hey, move yourself. Get out of here. Double turrets right here.
Okay.
We could do double turrets.
I like it.
Something like that.
Nice offset. Yep.
Actually, let's invert that. There we go.
When you save it, the final save, are you gonna have the ramp extended or retracted? Just
We
curious.
can retract it.
Yeah, firing. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the people on my stream, I'm trying to keep up with LyfeForce. He's going so fast. Yeah, and I didn't want to place a bunch of turrets because I wanted you to, be the primary turret placer. Like it.
Yeah, I'll lay everything out, and then I guess you could critique it.
Oh yeah.
See if there's anything we're missing.
I am your assistant, sir.
Okay. Rockets. Yeah, we'll do rockets right there. Minigun. That's gonna
Nice.
be nasty.
Yeah, it is.
It's just, I don't know. Is it too many?
Wait, it's a flagship, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it should strike fear into the heart of anybody that gets near it. And I'm scared already. Hey Darius, how you doing? You watching both streams? Wow.
He's double dipping.
Yep, thanks, Darius.
Let's do plasma here. and then closer to the edge, give it better coverage,
Mm-hmm.
just like that.
There we go.
Yep. Same thing on the bottom. Let's see here. We have there's a couple more spots on the top.
On the rear spoiler. Okay. Nice.
That's just looking filthy.
I love it.
We're kind of bare bones at the front, but that's okay.
Do we have any blind spots? So people watching the stream, if you were attacking the ship, what angle would you attack it at?
You think they would snitch?
Needs more turrets. So you might have some hardcore players in here that really want a challenge and want max turrets, just like you were talking about in your Captain's Academy. Put a turret
Yeah.
here, put a turret there. But yeah, you decide in the aesthetic on how many you want to tape on here. And like we were saying before, you can do variants with all the turrets and just a base variant like this. Lots of different options. Good. This is looking good so far. I like these turret placements and these sentry placements.
Let's see. I guess we can. Yeah, I guess we'll leave the artillery there. That could be loot. Maybe somebody wants that.
Yeah, exactly. Keep in there, even though they won't fire. It's good salvage.
Yeah. Hey, Ace, how you doing? Let's see here. Could get sneaky with this. This will work.
Mm-hmm.
What do we? Is that good? Or should we
Yeah,
change that? Or does that work?
that works.
All right. So top's good. Still kind of sparse on the front, but that's fine. We got coverage from the midsection. It's
There
not
are some
really.
players that will, hit the nose and stop the ship, but they'll get banged up with these turrets you have in the middle. Yep.
Yeah. And then also let's do a this guy right here.
Mm-hmm. That works.
All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and move to the back.
Yeah, the back. This is where people are gonna attack, take out the thrusters, and board it.
Right.
Need something back here. Need more. More turrets. Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably go rockets here as well.
Yes. There's the human rockets, the right-click alien block rockets, and the Xerax one.
Are we altering the interior to be a somewhat linear playthrough? Yes, we are going to be doing the interior as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And when you're done with this, we can just spawn it in RE and then swap out the turrets. Yep.
Let's see here. Maybe a dome turret somewhere. That'd be nice.
Are these placements on the back, on the bottom of the spoiler?
They can be if we go to a full block.
I should rewatch Captain's Academy.
Yeah, it would have it wasn't intended, but that could be changed over to a full block. Something like that, and then we just
Oh yeah.
alter the block.
Yep.
I don't know. Do we like it hanging off like that? Is that okay?
I like the coverage that they have. They have a nice firing arc. That's good
Yeah.
coverage. Sweet. Yeah, I like that. Definitely better
That's
coverage in
block
the
killer.
back.
Yeah. And then we're gonna get cheeky with a couple pop-up turrets. Well, we got some here already, but say we could use a couple more. Wait a minute. Hmm.
What's up?
That does not work. All right, we're looking pretty nasty. Um, see, that doesn't work.
Nice.
Definitely going to be a light show. Yeah, that's right. So we were talking about it before you guys joining in multiple core or single core, and I think we're just going to do single core, and we'll do variants where the core is going to have different locations.
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling about this? It's like a coverage on the back.
I think it's much better coverage. Yeah. If I was attacking this thing, my ship's going to be hit pretty good. I like the coverage. Do you want to save it as OPV underscore Astral Drake and we'll go inside? So we don't have to replace all the turrets. I'm kind of paranoid about saving.
Oh yeah, I mean you're talking to the wrong guy, man. I'm all about it. Let's see, OPV underscore Astral Drake, one word, or is it two for Astral Drake?
One word.
Okay.
Capital A, capital D.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, wonderful. Now we do need to do the bottom. I haven't done the bottom yet. Hold on, just 1 second. Hold your britches. Man, this thing maneuvers crazy.
Okay.
Hold your britches. Change the lighting.
Nice.
Still have to do the bottom. This thing's gonna be nasty.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Gotta be sick.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, if we're going this pretty disgusting like this, we might as well just have one core. If you're going through all these turrets, man, that's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, and later it'll be like a risk versus reward thing. The more turrets
Right.
you have, the harder it is to get into it, the better loot, the more loot we have to have.
This is, this is filthy.
No limits. No limits. It's a different
No
design world.
apologies.
Yep.
No apologies, no limits.
Mm-hmm. You want to mess with Phoenix Starworks? This is it's what you got to deal with.
Well, so you better give them some good loot for all this troll.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving it on you. I'm clueless about that.
Yeah. Well, going back to the Tavera, it's got what 35 odd loot containers in it of different
My goodness.
varieties. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Slow down, Satan. uh... All right. Well, this is the cost of having just one core. You guys think that's fair? Or would you rather have like 3 cores? Stay away from the bottom. Yeah, top would probably be a better approach, so stay away from the bottom. Loot better be. All right. Well, if it's a little too much, we could call it. We can dial it back.
Mm-hmm. It'll go through testing.
All right. Let's see. OPV Astral Drake. All right, let's move on to the inside.
Okay, quick question before we go on the inside. Um, how many ways can the player get in? So they got this huge entrance in the back. You got the
All right.
drone hatch shutter door on the top. Uh,
Yes, and then
and
and then
the
there
eh, go ahead.
two entrances at the front bottom.
Oh yeah, right there. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Okay. So do you want to keep all these entrances, or do you want to close any off?
I think we can keep them,
Okay.
or is it too much? What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking whenever you have an entrance, you want to make sure you have spawners and sentries covering that entrance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you want
that's
to,
fine.
okay, do you want to start in the back?
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Okay, cool. All right, so you got this sensor. So okay, let's assuming the player takes out the rear thrusters and they're able to get here and take out the turrets and get to the spot. So you got this sensor that'll open the door.
Oh,
Later,
wait a minute.
what's that?
Hold that thought. We only have two thrusters. We should probably put a couple more in, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So more
Yeah,
thrusters,
yeah,
harder it is to take
yeah.
out.
For forward, anyways. That's all I'm worried about.
Okay.
Yeah. And this just blows my mind having the SV thrusters as an option.
Mm-hmm.
Better be antimatter thrusters. Yeah, when we get to RE2, I think that'll have to be the case, or plasma, anyways.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Vermilion's down with having some antimatters that are poachable.
Yeah, probably plasmas. Yep.
Come on.
Someone in my chat mentioned hidden thrusters. You kind of got one here that you just added. It's kind of hidden.
Yeah. Um, and then we have these smaller ones here. I don't. Let's see. Medium thrusters.
The there's when you submit to Elion, one of their rules is thrusters have to be accessible. They can't
Visible.
be buried. Yeah, they can't be buried behind a wall of block if you're going to submit it to Elion for OPV approval.
Right.
You
Well,
can
that's.
you can put it behind shutters,
Hmm.
but yeah, not buried in the
Oh,
hull.
crap.
But this
Now,
one will work.
would they be fine with this here?
I think so because you can see it and you can snipe at it. It's not buried behind a block.
Yeah.
You can just take out this deco and you'll have a shot at it. Yep.
Of course, I had symmetry playing off.
Oh.
Now, should we? I was just thinking, should we put additional thrusters at the front? I'm thinking about like for loot,
What do you got in the front?
like for reverse thrust.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few more placements there.
Yeah, I would probably do that. Yeah, all 6 thrusters in the back and 2 more in the front. Yep.
It's like a captain's academy, except it's terrifying.
Good, good.
Hello, and welcome to the miserable academy. Today I'm gonna be screwing you over.
How many players can we kill today?
I've gone to the dark side. Probably. It depends on the loot. And we get to determine the loot, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's the thing, guys. Okay, do you want to? Okay, well, this is kind of a lot, right? I mean, if you look at the bottom, oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so
I
there
think we're
may
good
or
on
may not
turrets.
be
Yeah.
there may or may not be a lot of turrets. Now, would you want a reasonable amount of turrets and then 3 or 4 cores to destroy, or would you prefer this and 1 core to destroy? Phone in your votes. Reasonable. Well, I was thinking like by comparison, a Cameron or something like that. Um, yeah, okay, so let's do. I'd have to get rid of this. Okay, yeah, so we'll do this reverse thruster here, so if somebody wants to loot that. Um, so I had some ideas about what to do with like where the fusion reactor placement and stuff like that is. I could turn those into some different tiers, different rooms and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna ask about the. You could either. Well, let's get to that when we're done with the
Yeah.
thrusters here.
All right, all right. So we'll color those so that they're visible. What do you think? Can we black these out? What does Elion think about that? If we black out the thrusters, or does their plume need to be visible?
No, the plume does not need to be visible. Just the thruster does. I mean,
Okay.
I get it. It's nicer to spot the thruster when it's
Yeah.
not black.
Okay. So I think we're good here.
All right, give it a save.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Change the color of these thrusters.
Okay. Nice. So that gives the player a challenge, taking out all the rear thrusters. It makes it
Right.
tougher,
Right.
and that's fitting
Mhm.
for a flagship. Yep.
Okay. Let's move to the inside.
All right. So first things first, generators. When you're designing an OPV, you want multiple small generators spread out. So you don't need to provide enough power to your OPV like you would a player ship. So what we want to do is grab the small generator block, and we're going to put a bunch of these all around the ship, and we're going to armor them. We're going to make sure they're encased, so they don't need to be accessible. The reason why is because when a player targets generators, you don't want them to take out the ship in one shot, like having one or two big generators in here. So the generators that you have right now, we're going to remove those after we add a bunch of small generators so it continues to have power while we're working. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so the shield room that you were talking about earlier, I was thinking that would be a great place for a small generator surrounded by combat steel. So you want to go over there?
Well, okay, so I do already have a pair at the front that are surrounded.
Let me join you here.
Okay, like so if you go to this maintenance hatch.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep,
Nice.
we're right here.
Oh, nice. So you've
Right?
already got one. So we just need
Yeah,
lots of these. Same concept.
yeah.
Just
There's also
buried
one on
small
this.
generators.
There's also one on the symmetrical side.
Got it. Okay, cool. We'll keep those. But the
Uh,
two big ones, I don't know if you want to keep those. There's two larges in here, isn't
uh,
there?
I think.
Or
Oh,
did I?
okay, yeah,
Am I
for vanilla,
misremembering?
right?
Yeah.
No, there's three. There's three.
Uh,
Well, we could keep a pair, so that'll be loot. I think we'll keep a pair.
okay.
Yeah, and then also, yeah, we could punch through here. I wanted this could be just one big room. Okay, hold on a second. Let me look at this.
One, two.
Okay, come back to the front. This is what we're gonna do.
Right. I am back
Block this off.
to the. I am on the bridge.
What? Yeah, right. Where the railgun is, come up.
I'm on the other bridge. The main bridge.
Yeah, you want to go to where the railgun placement is.
The
Where?
LX.
Yeah, right at the front of the ship,
Okay.
behind the two turrets.
Yep. Behind the two turrets. Got you.
Correct. So, okay, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna punch through here, and then through here again, and we're gonna generate one big room. So there'll be like some.
Mm.
Well, I guess it could be several rooms really. But yeah, let me wall this off real quick.
Okay. But I got you. Put the generators in here and spread out, sort of.
And I want to do, like, I could do some step ups or steps up right here. Okay. Let's see, how am I going to make that work?
When we switch to RE, we'll definitely have one fusion reactor in here for loot. If they don't blow it up.
Are we thinking big fusion reactor?
Yeah.
Big boy.
Why not?
Exactly.
Yep. Trying to find LyfeForce. He likes hiding. There he is. Okay.
Okay, so now let's get rid of this. Right. Yeah, I think this is all right. I think we're on point right here. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this?
Oh, you're just gonna fill in the. Yeah. Okay. Yep. We could put small generators in where you have the shield boosters slots sides.
True.
That'd be a nice little hidey hole for it, and they're armored. Yeah, the point with the multiple small generators is so that when the player targets generators, it's
Right.
not a good thing to target because it'll take forever to drill into those. Yep, players should be targeting thrusters, rear, or turrets, and/or.
Just when I thought I was done with this build,
What?
keep, keeps managing to fight.
You just started.
I know.
You got to do this to all your ships.
Yeah. Damn it. No, wait a minute. I just need to send you some blueprints.
There you go. Happy to help.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's fine. We'll go to a full block right here. All right. Yeah, there's got to be a good number of like compartments and rooms for a flagship, right? You can't just have one central hallway, so we got to have a little bit of action going on. All right. Okay, here we go. So then we're just going to, let's see, we block that in, and is that full block? I guess we could do a full block there. That's fine. Okay, just like this. Now we punch through, and then we're starting to generate our areas of interest.
You could make this a second core room, where when the player assaults, they have to come up here and fight their way to the end of this room.
Yeah.
An option.
Mm-hmm. And then we could do the same thing here. Okay. All right. So let's see. Follow me. Just gonna go down here real quick. Okay. So then we have our shield housings here.
Mm-hmm.
So we could make a set of stairs going up here.
Oh yeah, and put
Right.
something in that room. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just like that. And then we have same process over here. All right, so we have several potential compartments here.
Nice. You could have battles in each of these rooms for something.
Mm-hmm. Stick that loot in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's next? What were we doing? Multiple generators.
Yeah, I really
Right.
want to replace these shield guys with small generators. Shield chambers. I think they all
For
should
each
have
one?
shield.
You think each one? Okay.
Yep. This is the flagship, so it needs lots of generators so that people just don't, blow out the generators. It shouldn't be
All right.
easy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, so that's the front section. We should go to the back and bury some. Is that
Yes.
what you're
So,
feeling?
yep. On the sides of the wings as well. So have like
Ah,
multiple generators spread out all around the ship.
yeah, yeah. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling it. All right. Yeah,
So
it's for decoy points. I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So like on the edges of these wings, I would stick a small generator somewhere in here.
Well, I have some placement for those actually for
Yeah, I see a like, yeah, a
the
little compartment
Wi-Fi.
here. Yeah,
Wi-Fi. That's done.
that would be a
Come
great
out here.
place.
All right. Okay, so we got some at the wing streams. We have some at the front, and probably want something here in the back as well. We got some sneaky compartments here.
Oh yeah, perfect. Sneak one in here.
Mhm.
Nice.
Generators.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty. Slap it in there and throw a bunch of block around it. Combat steel, whatever.
Yeah, into combat still.
Nice. Perfect. That's exactly what we should have is that small generator surrounded by combat steel. So if you target the generators, it'll take forever to chew in there. Yep. Cool.
Wonderful.
All right, you got the generators done. I think pretty much. So give it a save and move on to the next step. Oh, where are the fuel tanks? We need to make sure that the fuel tanks, when they explode, don't chain. I'm assuming you've already taken care of that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we don't need to move any of the fuel tanks. They're not next to any of the small generators that we just placed.
Well, there kind of is one with one of these.
Okay,
Actually, we could just get rid of this generator since we put that one down and it's very deep. That should be fine there. So we just put that there. That's good.
good. Yeah, that's just
Um,
one of the rules that I have is don't put a generator next to a fuel tank or else you'll get bigger explosions. Unless you want that.
there we go. Okay, so the other thing that I want to do is I have the cargo compartments. I would probably want to add a wall in here, right?
Yes, yes, I remember from the Captain's Academy video. I'm gonna keep saying that. So we, yeah, definitely want to put a bunch of block in here and maybe a small generator too.
Yeah. You love these gens.
Well, yeah, I like making it as hard because there's players
Yeah.
out there that want a challenge, and
Hmm.
this flagship should be a challenge.
Right. You hear that, guys?
So yes,
So when it goes
send
south, you
all
have
hate mail to Tiki C.
also known as Sneaky C.
Mm-hmm. God, oh man, that's
All
been a minute.
right. Are we thinking generator for each one?
Uh,
Generator for each compartment, or is it? We could skip. So
yeah,
we got two on either side.
that's where
And
that
then
works. That works just
let's
fine.
block this in.
Just fine.
Direct all mail to Tiki C.
That's right. All love letters. I will take them. All hate mail goes to LyfeForce.
Yep. Man,
I
I
kid.
spent an hour.
I
I
kid.
spent an hour and a half blowing up that Phoenix Star Works flagship, and all I got was alien teeth out of it.
Oh, man.
You guys are sadistic. All right, we'll say that for a loot box. A little loot box there.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea. Hidden behind the shutter door.
Hmm.
One of the things I usually did is loot and traps off camera, so people didn't see it. But hey, that's fine. They can know where the loot is, I guess.
That's a special reward, special perk of watching the stream.
You can add some more later.
And I will. I'm gonna throw them for a loop though with the core placement. They're gonna think they know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
What about how do you feel about like burying loot? Because that was a thing with some of the older POIs is like having loot buried just like in random places and
Uh, I I don't like doing that in OPVs. I like the loot to be accessible. So if you're attacking it on foot, you want to be able to find the loot container. That's satisfying. That's rewarding. Afterwards, yeah, when you're deconstructing the ship, finding something hidden somewhere, I get it. That's great for a POI. But for
yeah.
me, I like making loot containers accessible so that the player can see them and they get that reward, that dopamine hit.
Dopamine hit of alien teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I lost LyfeForce. I don't know where he is. I'm just hanging out in the repair bay.
Yeah, I'm inside the cargo compartment. Just about done. Okay, that's good. Got a couple gens in there buried. We're good to
Oh,
go.
good,
All
good.
right.
All right. So, I
Save it real quick.
yeah, save it, please.
Hmm.
So LCDs. I usually take out the LCDs that don't apply. Like your cargo vault LCD
Yeah.
is great, but the expandable above,
Yeah. We don't need that.
yeah.
Get
So
that
the
crap out.
those and the paint job LCDs, like the player hints, I like to remove those. The assumption is that hey, this somebody's been flying this for a while and they don't have a bunch of hints on what to do when you take over the ship. They could
Yeah,
get that on the
correct.
workshop. So that and the color scheme LCDs, I would probably remove and to keep the rest because they're all nice.
Yeah. All right. So now, do we want to do something with these thruster houses?
Let me see. Oh, this is a nice area. I would put some spawners and a loot container in here and leave it as is. You know what I mean?
Okay, go
Just
for it.
just just add spawners to it. So the spawners, let's talk about that. So the alien block, if you right click, you're gonna see an NPC spawner thin plate and an NPC spawner pad. One of them is visible, one's invisible. So I'm just, for example, I'm gonna put down the visible one and the invisible one. The visible ones you want to spawn like mechanoids or turret robots from, and you want to make sure that the sensor range is set accordingly. And the invisible ones for like surprises or stuff that you want to spawn ahead of time. And that's so I'm going to use the invisible one for everything else. So, couple questions for you. What do
Hmm.
you want spawning in this OPV? What kind of NPCs?
Humans.
Humans. Okay.
We want to do humans.
So if we look at here, you look at the invisible one. I'll look at the spawn pad. If we look at this and click P on it and go to devices, you're going to see an amount and a type, and by default, it's going to be Xerax minigun. So if we just type in human on the type field, you get a bunch of different human options. You get civilians and soldiers. So would the soldier human male 2 assault rifle and the shotgun work in here? Not necessarily infected, but is that the kind of vibe you're going for?
Yeah, like rifles, shotguns, humans. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
Rocket launchers,
you,
sniper rifles. Let's do the full suite.
okay, so we can also go back to the Xerax turrets and the fact that they have access to this market, so maybe they have subcontractors that are Xerax. Throwing that out there. It gives you more options for spawners. But yes, humans, great. We can start with humans.
Yeah.
You decide on that later. So I'm going to pick a soldier, human, male to assault rifle, and the maximum amount I'm going to put on the spawners is 3. The reason why is for performance reasons. If you put too many spawns on here, you might get a lot of lag. So I'll put at max 3 on each spawner, but I'll put a lot of spawners out.
Yeah.
So the other thing on here, if you hit P, is the spawn area. If you click on interactive setup, you're gonna get that spawn area that you can manage, 16 by 16 by 16. So you want to just adjust that so that it doesn't extend outside the hull. The reason why I say that is that's one of the Elion rules. Is when you do a spawner, you want to make sure that it doesn't extend beyond the hull. So you got to modify the signal range accordingly. So I'm just going to shrink this one just for an example. So I've shrunk it down to inside the hull. So it's only going to detect the player and spawn its NPCs inside the hull. Did that make sense?
Now,
I know you couldn't see my screen. I'm talking. Sorry.
right. But I mean, should you have it trigger outside? You want the NPC to
Yes.
spawn right in front of your face?
Yeah. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. So let me remove these. And since the
Hmm.
player is coming up these stairs, what I want to do is I want to have the spawner upside down. So that way I can set the spawn range. So here, I'll put this right here. So he's upside down. And now I can hit the P menu and go to the interactive setup. And I can extend that range, that sensor range, all the way into the cargo area. So that
Okay.
when the player is in the cargo area and they're walking around and they get into the sensor range, then it's going to start spawning its contingent, if that makes sense.
All right.
So if you go take a look at the spawner and hit P on it, and then go to interactive setup, you'll see what I mean about the sensor range.
Yeah. It's just kind of like a sensor, obviously.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
I got you.
exactly. So that one we can set that to 3, and we can just put a human assault rifle there, and I just want to make sure it's not extended out the hull, so I'm just going to move that.
Rep
Well,
Scallywag
there we
says
go.
the most annoying ones is the quick scope sniper NPCs.
Mm.
So whatever we do, we need to make sure all of them are that.
I love it. Yeah, the shotgun snipers, instant 1 kills. I hear you.
Yeah. Ace says no plasma dudes. There's the balance. So we need plasma guys and we need quick shot sniper NPCs.
Exact opposite of what Twitch is trying to say. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Load
got.
them up by the hundreds.
So let's just continue with this room example here. So we got this spawner guy here, so he's going to spawn, and I'm also going to put like another spawner over here, so that the player's shooting at those guys while we got another one that's spawning at the same time while the player's dealing with that. So I'm just going to put another 3 human, soldier, human, male shotgun, and just going to adjust that sensor range again to make
While you're
sure.
doing that, I'm gonna take this opportunity to bury a generator up here and fill this in up
Oh,
top.
yeah. Yep, you do that. Awesome. Okay, that sensor range is set for that one. So we have 6 people that are spawning in there. And then we want a loot container behind these guys. So the loot containers are also in the alien block. We've got 4 choices: standard, rare, very rare, and ultras.
Ultra.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of loot containers in this one. So what would I put here? Maybe a rare. So something like this. And then paint it, however you want. And then, yep, there we go. And a sentry here too. So the player has to fight to get in here and get that loot. Yeah, so same kind of concept with all these rooms. Spawner, sentry,
Mm-hmm.
loot container. So
Wonderful.
if we go back out to the hangar bay, we probably need a bunch of sentries and spawns in here too if the player comes in the back, which I'm sure most people will probably come in back, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
So we just need to go to town in the hangar bay with spawners and sentries.
I got you. I'm on it.
I'm on it too.
I'll do the sentries.
Okay. Get some spawners going here. And do some mechanoids and turret robots coming out of these guys. So I'll set this to 3, and I'll do a mechanoid over here. And I'll make sure that spawn area is set. So it's not going to cover the whole hangar bay, but it's got most of it. That's fine. Do the same thing over here with some turret robots. And set the sensor range on that. That is pretty much maxed out. So we got 3 mechanoids, 3 turret robots. Good Life's got some sentries going up there. Nice. Should probably have some sentries in the back here, so when the player goes in, he gets shot in the back, he or she. Like that. Sneaky up in the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got 2. Yeah, nice. You got some of the HV entrance here. I like that. Like that.
Uh-huh.
All right, we need a
I've
bunch
seen it all.
of troops in here. Can we put troops up? Oh yeah, we can put troops up here in this. Oh, I like this. I like this. So I'm gonna do symmetry mode and put a bunch of these guys up here so they spawn when the player comes in. Like so. So we got 6 spawners that are upside down. And we'll just set the sensor range on all those quick in the amounts. And this is just like POI design as well. The inside of an OPV is technically a POI.
Nice.
So learning POI design, which opens up another can of worms. Say goodbye to your free time. You're now a POI designer too.
Oh, that's gonna be nasty right there. Um, let's see. Maybe do a let's see, what do we need in here? Actually, probably save that for RE2. Could put some turbines in there for loot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where the hell are those turrets hitting me from?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's see, maybe you should tuck that back here.
Okay, so we got 18 human spawns and 6 robots. It's pretty good for the hangar bay.
Nice.
There should be some hidden loot in here, and I'm thinking, where are you? There you are. These pipes you got here, this will be perfect to put a loot container that's out in the open that people don't notice.
Yeah.
You mean kind of like this, and
Mhm.
then
Sneaking it in.
match the color if I can match the damn color, so people can't really notice it like that.
Yeah. Sneaky.
So I'm gonna do another one over here.
Doing asymmetrical.
Yep. Yeah, got it. Mix it up too, so they
Right.
might notice it in the corner of their eye, or they might miss it completely. So a reward for clearing out the room. 2 rewards.
Yeah.
Also, where these constructors are, you got kind of this lip here. You can also hide like a common loot container underneath this guy that people won't really see unless they look.
Ah.
Hidden loot containers.
Yeah.
It's fun when you're a player and you're walking around like, ooh, see it. All right, so I think we're good in the hangar bay. Which want to move on to another room?
No. Well, so
Or do you want to
let's
do
look
some
here.
more?
What? Like, come here. We got these little underground floors. Do we want to do something with these?
Yes. All right, what do we got down here? Yeah, we want to put a loot container down here. Yep. Yep. So, can they get in from the outside on this? Where does this go? Oh, it goes in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we want a loot container in here. Maybe a loot container in one side and a trap in the other.
Yeah.
Because that's how I roll. So, so put a loot container on one side, and then we're on the other side, in the exact same spot where the loot container was, put a sentry and a spawner.
That's how nasty it is. You're a savage.
All right, you got that.
Did you do the loot container? No.
No, I didn't. Do you? All right, I'll do the loot container over here, unless you, or do you want me to do the
Which
trap over there?
which one are you at? You on the opposite side?
Yeah, I was just where you were.
Yeah. Well, I
It
do
was.
have a box over here already
Oh, you do?
on the. Yeah, it's a cargo box, but maybe that could be swapped out for something.
Oh yeah, let's just swap that out for a loot container. I'll do that right now. Rare. There we go, loot container. And then when the player's up here grabbing this loot, maybe have somebody shoot him in the back, or a spawn. The spawns, I don't think they can go through these tunnels. I think they'll get stuck.
Well, if they have a gun, they can shoot through them, right? So that's fine.
Yeah, I just put a spawn right behind the loot container. I'm just gonna do one guy here, just for funsies. A shotgun guy, perfect. And then tighten up the spawn range so that it spawns right when they come into this area. Something like that. All right, so we got a loot
Quantum
container there.
box.
And a trap on the other side in the same spot. Oh, nice. You got the trap set up. Good. Beauty. I like that.
All right. Then we have the cantina here and also a farm area. So
Oh, the cantina is going to be fun. I think there should be a party in the cantina. And when I say party,
Yeah,
I mean a
death
bunch
party.
of people. So let's get busy with the spawners.
Flamethrowers. Nasty.
all the things. Let's see.
Okay.
Shotgun. Set up spawn range. Sensor range. Yep. So these guys will spawn when the player's out here. Good.
Already at Hot Shots.
I love this pizza, and pineapple pizza is the best pizza. It has
Thank you. You
it
guys hear
is
that?
yes, it's pineapple is a superior topping. Anybody who says
Right.
otherwise is clearly wrong or delusional.
Yeah. Well, here we are, the King Hawaiian for $18.99.
Oh,
Recommend it.
I love that. Look at those prices. Cheap.
Exactly.
All right. We need more fun times up here.
Paid actor.
What?
Yeah, never.
I am volunteering my services today.
It's a death party.
All right. So when they reach the top, they're rewarded for their efforts. There we go. Nice. Nice. Yeah, can I comment why the bathrooms don't have doors? Oh, never mind. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, who needs privacy?
Yeah, it's,
It's all right. That's how they roll on the ship. It's fine. It's fine.
they all know each other, man. They're cool with it.
All
Should we
right.
put like a basic container on the opposite side?
Yes. What do you want to do in hydroponics? I usually don't put plants on ships, but hey, you can put plants
Really?
on either way.
It would be good for maybe if for RE2 there'd be some of the hydroponics
The
in there.
hydroponics, yep. Okay.
We do have
so-
the drone bays as well.
Okay. Let me go back out to you. Where are you?
All right,
There,
I'm
right
out in the
there.
hangar.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. So we got the drone bays on either side.
Yeah. Let's go in here. What do you got? Oh yes, this needs lots of death. They come in. They get shot from the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and they clear this out, and they get a loot container somewhere.
I'm
Can
thinking
we-
right where this oxygen is.
What if?
Pair of
Hear me out.
loot containers.
This
Okay.
this block right here. Where are you? What if
I'm right here.
we take out this block and put the loot container in here in this grate, like hidden,
Oh, that's
like that?
sneaky. That's sneaky. It's sneaky. I got. How about a pair of basics here too?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
some basic. We're good on that.
Sweet. All right, just put a very rare in here. Nice. That was blue. That light was blue. So I'll make this loot container blue. Let's see, spawner.
All right.
right, the spawners are set.
Sentries are set.
Nice.
Very top.
Nice. There's one thing we haven't talked about yet, and that's explosive blocks. So I'm thinking on the opposite side, after the player comes over here and sees this loot container, we put an explosive with a sensor on the other side. That's just me being evil. I'm just throwing that out there for ideas. So I'm going to go to the other side.
They're begging, please no. Yes.
How do I want to do this? All right, so with the explosive block, I'm going to add a sensor to that. So we're going to grab the switch, sensors and signals block, and I'm going to do a motion sensor. And we're going to put the motion sensor right next to this sentry on the top. And then we're going to set the range on this guy. Actually, I'm going to move it over a touch. Yep.
Now, so if we leave like just a regular cargo box in here, does it automatically spawn like trash loot, or how does that work?
Yes. So if you don't place anything in it, it'll be just whatever is assigned to the trash loot, if you will. What we can do is you can place something, you can plant something in there, but you have to check the box that says save damage states when you save it. That saving the damage states will save whatever you planted in that box, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you always have to remember to check that box, because if you forget and then spawn it, then it resets itself, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's doable. Okay, so I want to set this sensor range so that when the player walks next to this block, it blows up and it freaks them out. Because I'm into that. There. So we got the sensor range set here. And then we'll also have to remember not to go over here or turn the signals off, because it will trigger if we have the signals on and we're working in here. So I'm probably going to do that right now, is turn off the signals, and then when you do the final save, remember to flip the signals back on so all the explosives don't go off. All right, so now we're going to look at this signal. We're going to hit P on here, and we're going to give this a signal name. We're just going to call it boom number 1. It would help if I hit enter. There we go. And then on the explosive block, we're going to look at that. We're going to hit P on that. And then we're going to say configure on off boom number 1. So now when the signals are on and the player goes into that sensor area, it's going to blow that block when they're going for that loot container. It's going to freak them out. This is just a psychological terror thing. So, yes.
Gravity cannon. Oh, that would be brutal. Gravity cannon. Oh my goodness, dude. We could convert the railgun area to gravity cannon. Wait a minute, hold on. That might not be a bad idea.
I kind of like whoever said that. I like how you what you think. Jeez.
Look, yeah, like if we could lure them in with some loot,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
And then they go and get it and they get shot out. Dude, that would be so brutal. Imagine if like there were still guns active, like they just took the thrusters out and aborted it. They
Yeah.
got shot out of a gravity cannon and then they get blasted by some
I love
some
it.
shifters.
I love it. That's a great idea. You're hired, whoever said that. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right,
All right,
so
let's
I think we did we finish the hangar bay? We
well, okay, check this out. I put like random loot here in each one of these. Tell me if you think that's too much. You got
oh, in the
one rare and
containers
yeah.
in these oh yeah.
Got one rare, one, and like two basic, one on either side, and
Okay.
then just like some general boxes.
Yeah, that works. That works. Yeah, the dialing back to Tadvera has 35 loot containers, and we're going to be like right under that. So I think we're on track.
Wonderful.
We can count up the loot containers at the end and remove if we feel like we have too much.
Okay. So they would do. So there's actually there's two thruster rooms, right? Two on either side.
Oh, we
So
didn't
if we
do the
want
other
to
one.
go,
Yep, I forgot.
yep.
Let's do the other one.
But then also there's one at the back too. So it's like four thruster rooms.
Up the elevator. Oh yeah,
Yep. And why do we have the lights off? What happened here?
it's dark out.
There we go.
Oh yeah, let's do some fun times in here. Hmm.
Fun
Hmm.
times.
So loot container back where you are somewhere. They have to fight to get it.
All
And
right.
let me put a spawner behind this pillar so that they have a welcoming community. Let's see here.
Let's see. Let's do very rare.
All right, good. So this will spawn when the player's in this section. Nice. Okay. So those guys will be spawned and ready to go when they get up there. And we got a sentry and a loot container. Nice. Nice. What if you swap these and put the rare behind here and then kind of hide it?
True, true.
Like a, I don't want to put a
Could
crate there, but yeah.
yeah, we could do like the door frame here. This might be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do a tube here, so that'll take care of that.
Nice. Nice. All right, I'll go to the other side and work on that. I'll put another spawner here by the door. Similar setup. 3 shotgun guys. And set the range. All right, good. 3 shotgun guys.
So what do you think for like a ultra rare count?
Um, less than 10, less than 5. Yeah, less than
Less than
five,
five.
five or less. And then
Okay.
in the middle where the core is.
Yeah. Okay, so we still have those other thruster houses.
Yep. All right. I didn't put any loot on the other side because we got 2 on the that other side. So that's just a fight over there. Thruster houses. We got that one done. And we're working on this one. Okay. Do a spawner by the door. Upside down so it triggers. 3 human assault rifle. Set up the range.
Do a thruster install real quick for the strafe.
Mm,
Just noticed that.
good catch.
Right, so let's see, another decoy generator. You doing something with this?
I was just gonna. What do you want to do here?
Oh, I'm gonna bury a decoy generator here.
Okay. I was gonna put a loot container here, then I realized it went down here on this block. So what if I do this? And we'll put a block behind that. All right, cool.
Yeah. You know,
Something like
so
that.
maybe we could put something over this. Let's see, we
Yeah.
could put a grate or something.
Yep.
Damaged grate.
That'll work.
Let's see. This actually throws me for a loop. What am I looking at here? Oh, here we are. Walkways and railings.
Nice. That looks good.
Yep.
Player can miss it if it doesn't look. Okay. Nice.
Damage it. Why should we damage it?
If it was an admin core, then we would damage it. But we don't have an admin core.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's yeah. That's Zelos acquiring. Okay, so is that all of them? I think or did we not get this? Okay. Okay. Oh no. Well, that's just nasty.
Yeah. There's no loot over here. It's just a
Yeah.
death trap. Surprise.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good for the hangar.
Okay. Hit a save
right.
and move on to the next one. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. All right, where are we going?
Do we want to keep going forward or do we want to go up? Actually, yeah, I guess we can go this way.
What do you want to do with these shield housing What do you want to do here?
So, so we should probably have the shields in for RE2, so that
Yeah,
way that could be good loot.
yeah, I agree.
Um, and then for vanilla, let's see.
We could do fake shield generators, just blocks.
Hmm,
Just like deco. I
Not,
don't know.
not a whole lot of options for vanilla.
I have a fake shield block in vanilla, just the blocks to make it look like an RE2 shield block, if you want to throw that in there.
How does that work? How would that work for vanilla though?
Well,
How
here,
do you do that?
let me show you. Come outside. Oh my God, it's dark.
I'll fix that. Hold on.
Let me spawn in this. Show you what I'm talking about. This is my resource thing. Over
Okay.
here, I've got this thing. This is my fake shield booster I use for
Oh, yeah,
vanilla.
that actually looks pretty good.
So I was just going to copy that and paste it in there, unless you have a better idea.
No, that could work.
All right, let me
And then
grab.
we could bury some loot containers in there.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, copy that, paste it
I
in.
think we have to. Yeah, it's not a. We'd have to nix
The vent covers.
the little. You're
Yeah,
right. Correct.
but yeah, it's something to put in there unless you got a better idea.
No, it looks pretty cool.
So you spin that. And in here, slot that in. So, in theory, yeah, that doesn't look bad. Oh, geez. I accidentally grabbed the grate on the outside. My bad. Clean that up.
Yeah, that's one block too many.
Yep, I'll fix it. There. All right, I'll paste those on the other sides. And fill the other 7. Darius, sorry, I was zoning out. Why not a trapdoor that throws you next to a thruster or a generator and cooks you half to death? I love that idea, Darius, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Trapdoor right next to a thruster. Brilliant. I love it.
He's dirty.
Like the way he thinks.
Finally got this. My goodness.
All right, do the other side. While I finish this, what do you want to do next?
Um. So let's see here. So we have the. Oh, what the hell happened? Did you place that?
Yeah. What? Was I? Oh, you already did. Oh, you're working out already. Oh, geez, I did it a block off. You're right. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Ah, geez.
That's all right. I'll fix it real quick.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, this should be relatively easy. Just grab this whole area, but I'll let LyfeForce do that. I'm stepping on his toes. It's my bad. That looks good. See, the way that LyfeForce did it looks nice. The way that I did it is stupid. So yes, trust LyfeForce. Darius Frost. Oh, I can be evil when I want to. Love it. Love it, Darius.
Dastardly.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, yeah, definitely hit Darius's Twitch. He's doing an RE2 playthrough. And his ship looks kind of familiar. His primary ship.
Yes. Suspiciously familiar.
Mm-hmm. Love it. That is correct. The Astral Drake is a masterpiece designed by a legendary grandmaster. This guy.
Thank you, thank you. I'll try to be humble. Oh no! What did you do?
What?
I think we're just about squared away now.
Okay.
Just about.
Yeah, just copy one side over and paste it. Or whatever.
Yeah, I had some LCDs buried in the between these, so it just kind of looks janky with it exposed. Um, so with vanilla, yeah, we do have the shield extender. We need to put that somewhere. That's a thing now.
Mm. Right, 1 by 1 by 1 block.
Yeah, I guess that's not. So how do we determine the shield value of a ship? Is it just how does that work for an OPV?
Well, the same way, but there's also POI shields that we can use.
Okay, yeah, true.
So yeah, there's a polarized hull shield POI, and both vanilla and reforged, that'll give us a little more shield capacity. And since we don't really care about CPU or power usage, we can go ham. Nice, nice. That looks proper.
All right,
Perfect.
all done.
Good work.
Hmm.
Thanks for fixing that.
Okay.
Anyways,
So
when they come in here, go ahead.
Hold on, let's get sneaky with some containers back here.
Oh yeah, I like the way you think. Look at that. Put a loot container back there. Yep. Or maybe flipped. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Just notice it out of the corner of your eye. Nice.
All right.
Nice. Do we want this room to be peaceful? Give the player a break? Or...
No. There's no respite.
So
let's turn it into a kill box.
all right, so sentries pointed down. Got it. Is this a half block? Oh, this is a window. Okay.
Yeah. Feel free to remove any half blocks or thin blocks. Anything.
I just wanted stuff pointed down, so... Oh, these are all half blocks. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to let you do that, and I'll do a spawner. Let's see here. So I don't need to do spawners upside down unless the player comes from the bridge. And there is a doorway over here, so yes, I'm going to do them upside down. Got to try to design this for every player entrance location.
This might be too much. I'm not sure.
Oh, 4? That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do nicely.
Uh-huh. But then we need to get rid of their shelter out here. Can't have no shelter. So since we got sneaky with containers, let's get sneaky.
Look at you. I'm so proud of you. You're getting sneaky like me. I'm sorry,
right.
everybody. What have I done?
You rubbing off.
Corrupted LyfeForce.
Sneaky C.
This is why. How can I hide more traps? How can I do more, you know? Oh, nice. Oh, that is nice. Man, love it. Love it.
Okay. I think we're good here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one more container for their troubles. One more container. All right, let me texture these.
Yep. Just setting these spawners quick.
Oh, what happened here? Got a couple non-laser turrets here and there. We do have a couple on the outside.
Oh, yeah, you can do the human ones, too.
Right. I think I'd rather the lasers since those are more brutal.
Sure. There is also those legacy dome turrets, but I don't know if it fits.
Yeah, that's
Theme-wise, yeah.
right. Might be a little too much. Maybe one or two here and there. But yeah, we could do some human turrets. Okay, so let's see here. Where the hell did the LCDs go? Did you take those out?
I didn't touch any LCD. Did I? I don't remember deleting any LCDs.
Interesting.
Or
Signals?
maybe I did.
Where the hell did they go?
I turned the signals off for the trap that I set. Is it a signal thing?
No. Well, anyways, I was going to get rid of them. I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What did you do here?
Do
What's
I know?
this?
Okay, there they're back. They're back.
Okay. What did you do?
All I did was turn off the signal. I don't know. You fixed it. There we go. Great work.
Yeah.
Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Where the hell are they? That's the thing about these LCDs, trying to find them. Okay, power bank, we're not worried about that. We'll probably take all these out.
Yeah, up to you.
Yeah. We don't, so that's not going to be what this is, and we can get rid of these. So let me run through and get rid of these LCDs.
Okay. All right, so walk into this as a player, and there should be something in this cube.
Well, I was thinking about turning those into some rooms, maybe a
Yeah.
couple tiers.
Yeah. So we don't have any barracks. And maybe we want to add some barracks. I'm just throwing that out there for all
Yeah,
these
it's not a bad
troops.
idea. Yep, not a bad idea.
And then in the
I gotta figure out.
barracks, you can do some random loot containers. Lots of spawns. The barracks design could probably be just copy pasted. Just do one room design, paste it, and then do modifications. Are these all the same size? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What in the? I have no idea where I put those LCDs.
Uh-oh.
Is it? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I think I got them. Okay, here we are. Man.
Different
All right.
design aspect, huh? Looking at it from a different angle.
Yeah. Field housing.
I like what you think. Multi-level dormitory somehow. Stairs up.
All right. So I got two more to find. Field housing. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So let's do. Yeah. Let me pop on symmetry plane. Let me dial up some of the music. The player stops. So give me 1 second.
All right, I'm gonna grab lots of deco blocks.
All right. So let's see here. So we're thinking what barracks?
Yeah.
So we have an idea for. Okay.
Yeah. Where? Which one are you in?
I am.
I'm in the
So I'm
hallway.
gonna start on this one. So let's see here. Maybe do a 45 here,
Oh, you're here. Okay, good. Yep.
something like that. Um, some stairs. Let's dial up some stairs. Maybe an elevator. Yeah, I could do an elevator. That'd be better, actually.
Yeah, I'm tempted to help, but I actually secretly just want to watch LyfeForce at work.
Okay, here we go. Let's do an elevator. And so we don't have to worry about any stair shenanigans. Okay, so
Yes, I will gladly put spawners in when he's done. Okay, player comes up here. They come up
see, I
here.
don't like this. Oops. just do half blocks. Open up a little bit of headspace.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have another floor. Now I'm gonna need to. So I'm gonna put a light in here, so I guess we'll open that up. Actually, let's go here and do this.
How about this right here?
Is that what we're feeling? Like some barracks? Is that what we want to do? That's nasty.
Nice.
Maybe a little
Nice.
too much. Go for that. All right, so now let's do some little furniture in here. Some furniture and some consoles and stuff like that.
I have to set the spawns on the other side because, for whatever reason, symmetry doesn't copy the settings over.
Xeno steel textures.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Okay. Oh yeah. So here. Maybe some cargo boxes. I guess maybe that could work here.
Yep. Stuff that the player can loot. That's fun. Does the crew like plants or do they hate plants?
I don't know. I think they love plants.
Maybe some plants.
All right, maybe love is a strong word. They
Okay.
can tolerate
Tolerate.
plants.
Tolerate. They eat plants.
Yeah,
All right.
they're probably all allergic. Yeah, I mean that's something. That's fine. All right, for number two.
That's nice.
So you've already got it set up with some spawners. Let's see. Change up our block work here. Okay.
Nice. Nice and bright.
Fancy with some wood. Look at this.
Jeez.
Look at what we're doing, yeah. Yeah.
Is this the officers' quarters?
Maybe. Just might be.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so now let's do some of these external devices. Could look good here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. This looks good.
It's all right. If that makes sense. Let's see here. Maybe some other furniture device. Let's see here. Closet would be good. So that we could get a motorbike. Motorbike out of a closet is a thing.
Huh.
Wardrobe, sure.
They brought the motorbike up the elevator? Okay. Well. I mean.
It happens.
Funny. Yeah, this looks good. What is that texture? Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, okay, you already got a box in here. Let's see what else. Probably another display.
Just gonna kick back on the couch and watch the master at work. It's fine.
All right, let's roll. Off to the next one.
All right, back to work.
Yeah.
Break's over.
Uh,
These elevator inside blocks need a texture, but whatever.
oh yeah, good call.
Do you want to like copy paste and then modify the room over to the next block?
Oh, I had symmetry playing on.
I mean, to the
Oh, for the next.
yes, the whatever, the one
Interesting.
down the hallway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the spawners reset on the other side, and yeah, those two are done.
Let me see. Let's see. I gotta do the issues here with the
Issues,
lighting.
lighting.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah, symmetry and lighting
Yeah, yeah.
not
Yep.
not a good thing. So let me look
Right.
at my numbers here.
Right. Right. Yeah, I got you. Nice. Nice.
See, Ace wants a bike, a bike on his wall in his room.
All right. Well,
That's a real thing.
it's a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching Ace's stream too. Another great streamer. Everybody go follow him. Doing the Ad Astra playthrough.
Yes.
Oh,
Trailer
hey.
living playthrough.
He's got a server that he's doing a special survival playthrough. Ace can probably explain it better than I can. I was watching that. Interesting idea. Everybody does it
All
as a
right.
group. All right, went out.
So yes, I guess we want to copy pasta. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, and then just do like subtle modifications for each room, something like that.
Give us a little bit of color.
Uh-oh. Textures. No.
Yep. All right. So we'll do some copy paste. Let's see here. What are we looking at? We have so 1, 2, 3, 8 total rooms.
So, yeah, let's copy paste all of them and then we'll just do subtle differences on each.
Correct.
Okay, cool. You do the copy paste and I'll work on the spawners and stuff in each one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to take a quick 5 minute while you do that and I'll come back
Do
in a
it.
second. Be right back.
Sunday night survival, no regen. Is this everything? Looks to be. All right. Ballpark missing the stream? Oh man. Wait a minute, this ain't right. 2 blocks off. So many compartments. All right, so that's it. That's going to make it for one side. I think we have to put some sort of ramp here. Ramp to block that up. Set, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So we just got to do the opposite side. Where's our? Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome.
Everything done?
For one side, yes. For one side, correct.
Okay. All right, let me work on these spawners. So got that one done. I gotta do these.
That's a good bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what's your count on OPV conversions?
Oh, I've converted over 150 total blueprints from the workshop, and let's see here. There's like 30 to 40 of them were approved by Elion, so they're now in the Warlord group for OPVs. So that's my number for ones that are in the game.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and it is a lot of work. It's some of these time-consuming parts, like setting these spawners. It takes time,
Yeah, some
but
theory crafting going on.
it's fun though. It's really satisfying work, and you see somebody's workshop creation in the game as an orbital patrol vessel, and then when they're playing the game, they run into it, and it's a lot of fun just seeing your ship in the game. There was one story where I converted one of Rakuna's CVs, and he ran into it in the game as an OPV, and he was flying the same ship. So him and his crew took over the OPV, cored it, and then one of his friends was removing the blocks, and he said, "Hey, that's my ship." Because he was removing the blocks in the wrong ship because it's identical. That was hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I like it. All right, so okay, we're all set up here. Let's do a door. The Warlord is an OPV. No, I think that's a faction. Is that
Yep.
where Rakuna's build went?
Yes, all of the OPVs that you submit to Elion and they approve, they go in the Warlord faction. That's sort of their catch-all for converted workshop blueprints.
Right. Unless, of course, you submit a complete faction, right?
Yes, exactly. Like, scripted or Heckin for their factions.
Is there some way you could move this shotgun spawner?
Let me get out of here. Where are you?
So if we're going to the to where the big shield room is.
Yep, right behind you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm placing doors here. So I'm
Oh,
wondering
yeah,
if that.
let's get rid of them. Yep, because we already got a spawner in there. That's fine. I'll get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
What was I doing?
Now, don't get me wrong. I'd like to have that guy back,
I hear you.
just to be nasty, you know. But I get it.
That's fine. We got 6 spawns in each room and a sentry.
Okay.
Okay, those are done. Those are done. So room 1, 2, 3, and 4 are done. All right, next one. That's done.
Yes. So a couple lights here. I think would be ideal.
Hey, Bone Dog. Thanks for joining. How you doing? Long time no talk. I converted one of Bone Dog's ships, the Kedge. Was it the Kedge?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And that one's in the game now as a Warlord OPV. So thank you, Bone Dog, for letting me do that. Long time ago. Oh my God, that was 2 years ago.
Was it 2?
It's one. It's more than 1.
No, it couldn't be 2 by now. There's no way.
It's between 1 and 2. How about that?
That's insane.
Yeah, it's time flies.
All right, now I'm thoroughly confused.
What's wrong?
Which one do we have? All right, okay, all right.
Oh yeah, I
So
just got screwed up too.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go start spicing these up.
Yeah, you
So
you spice them.
where am I even at? Okay, wait a minute, this is wrong.
All right, I did this room.
All right.
I did that room. Now I'm screwed up. All right, cockpit that way. That's my mark. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, let's say these are good, and let's go over to this different room.
Oh my God.
Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna get completely lost. I need to mark this as I go.
Jeez. Start painting a block for breadcrumbs.
Well, I'm gonna put a symbol on the ground for what I've completed.
There you go. That's smart. That's thinking.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's having too much fun. Cockpit. All right, this room. Great, those are done. Those are done. Great, 6 rooms done. Room 7.
So, how do you do like the tiering of loot? Do you run through and place everything except like ultra rares and then go with that last, or how does that work for you?
You can do it that way. Most of the time, I just do everything except loot. Then I do loot at the end. But doing it this way is fine. You can go through and adjust the rarity level. Like I noticed that there's rares in all these rooms, so we probably want to dial it down to just commons maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, I put the rare in there, so that's on me. So I'm gonna go in and swap the rare, and just do a common, because I think having rares in each one of these is too much. maybe a rare in one, and common containers and rest. So let me work on that. But yeah, it's usually lots of commons, and then it just goes down and counts rare, rare, and ultras. Okay. In the POI resources that I spawned outside, I've got the loot rules on there written down. These are the rules from Vermilion, and I just use that. I'm inspired by Vermilion's POI and OPV work, so I tend to just look at what he's doing.
I guess.
Oh, nice. Oh, this is cool. I like that. So let's keep that as a rare. Yeah, over here. Nice. And do commons for the rest. All right, so this is what I was talking about off screen. On this resource thing that I have here, I've got all of the POI design rules that Vermilion posted in, I think it was on the Anvil server in a pin in one of the channels. So I just copied that text and put it on here, and I reference this. I just fly back and forth and look at these rules. And there's a POI loot rule right here. So this is going to be probably a tier 4 or better. So we'll probably, when we're done, adjust it so it kind of follows this pattern.
Yeah.
But space POIs are +1 tier, so it's going to be. We'll figure it out at the end. But this is the guideline that I have here for people on Twitch and for LyfeForce. There we go. All right, back in here, I fixed all the spawners and messed around with the loot containers. So I think my part is done, and LyfeForce is way better at designing things than I am. So I'm just gonna watch. Look at that, beautiful.
Uh, Random generator room. Oh, so we didn't do anything with the farm. We gotta double back for that later on.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that and got
Right.
sidetracked. Yep.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, so if we're not doing barracks on this level, swap some of this stuff out. Bring in some pipes.
All right, I've also spawned in another resource. It's basically a wall of text with all of my rules and guidelines for creating OPVs. So that's outside. So you can save that if you want it, but also telling people on Twitch about it. Okay, back in here. Let's see if we can find LyfeForce. There he is. Ooh, that's cool. Man. Nice. All right, while he's working on that, this capital vessel pilot seat, so this won't work when it's an OPV. What we can do is either remove it or put like a
Yeah,
crew member.
right,
That?
yeah, you could do that.
Yep.
That would make sense.
There are two crew blocks, the human and the alien. And the human has a pilot seat, so you could do something like that, or we could just not do that. So that's an option. I'll just leave that there as a placeholder. We got the whole bridge to do. A lot more work to do. Probably should have started with a small ship, but hey.
Right? I'm feeling that.
Instead of doing the end game first, but hey, whatever. We can do this.
Come out swinging big.
All right, LyfeForce put these stairs here going up to this big room. And I think this is a great core room or second core room. These large tier 2 generators are good loot. And they'll also distract fire. And they're pretty well armored.
All right, that works for me. A little bit of flavor.
Can always save it and tweak things off camera or next stream.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's put another symbol on the ground.
Dash. Dash means done.
Oh, all right. 6 more to go.
Did you save it recently?
Yeah, I just did.
Good. I'm paranoid.
Just. Let's see here. So maybe we'll just I might just do a color change for this to save a little bit of time. Just a little bit of color change.
See here. What can I do while you do that? Let's look around. Oh, we've got these front entryways that we talked about earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. This would be a great hallway for a bunch of spawners. Let's see, where are those ramps? There they are. Okay. So this is another place for the player to get into, and I was thinking spawners and sentries in here where this medical equipment is, but we don't have a lot of spots to put blocks. So if LyfeForce wasn't here, or I was working on another creation, I would try to minimize the amount of changes I do and just kind of work around the existing blocks. So for here, I would see if I can squeeze like a sentry along the wall here and not mess with the original design. So what if we do something like this? That way when the player opens this up, they have to deal with that. And then when they come in, we can generate some NPCs behind this door. One of these doors. So they come in here and they have to fight someone when they come in this room. So let's just put a spawner here. We'll put a couple guys here. Set the sensor area. This one, since they're coming at a door, I'm going to extend it outside the hull a little bit so that stuff spawns in time. Because I don't want spawners, I don't want stuff to spawn like right in front of the player. Try to avoid that as much as possible. So something like that. Do the same thing on the other side. I should have had symmetry playing on mode on. Oops. Here, let's do this.
Some sort of big dick. Oh, let's see. Maybe this. Can't quite place that. Too big.
Okay, we got both those set up. Got a crew quarters and a captain's quarters. The captain's quarters and the bridge should have like a commander type NPC. I think the only commander we have to pick from is the Xerox commander. We don't want a Xerox commander in here. That doesn't fit the lore.
Oh, really? There's not a human commander? That's odd. Yeah, I guess
Maybe.
that's
Is there one in RE?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah. UCH commanders, but I don't know if these are these combat NPCs or are these civilians? We also have the option for assault cyborgs. I don't know if that fits into this Phoenix Starworks lore, does it?
Let's put some in. Let's
All
put
right.
some in.
Okay, so we can do an assault cyborg commander. Commando, those are nasty.
Yeah. Let's
All right.
sprinkle a couple of those in.
Deal.
Kill it. The rest of the ship too.
Yep.
Gotta backtrack to get those cyborgs in.
Oh yeah. Gladly. I will do that. The captain's quarters has no free blocks. And I don't want to cut anything, so I'm definitely leaving that for LyfeForce. Don't want to mess with the captain's quarters. That's the only place I can place a block without cutting in anything, and I don't want to cut anything. All right, so let's go back to the hangar bay and add some more cyborgs. Sprinkle them around.
It's very bright. Very bright. Interesting. What was that?
Oh, the signals are on. And I went past the explosive block. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness! Are you?
I didn't know the
Oh my
signals were back
goodness!
on.
Oh man!
That's funny. So that happens. It happens to me too. Oopsies.
How? Oh man! This is what is this amateur? How big of a hole is it?
Oh, it's not bad. It's
Let's see.
not bad at all.
That's back in the Trone Bay, ain't it? Or
Yep.
did you do a different one?
No, it's back in the drum day. It was that one. That was the only trap.
Oh, that's not bad.
What?
Oh, you blew a hole in the farm.
Yeah, it was just that one block there. So a little bit of repair work. Oopsies, my bad. Flew through here, triggered it. Forgot about it. That's funny.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's why we turn our signals off and remember where we put our traps. Okay.
I was wondering why. Okay, so that explains
time.
why I didn't see the LCDs. Is because they're wired to signal. That's what it is.
Yes. And I turned them off. Yep.
All right.
Oh, jeez. I was looking for something that only exists in RE2, of course. God. All right. What the heck?
Okay, I see. I see. All right.
Hmm.
So I definitely want. I need to use like a secondary color here, because everything's just kind of like whitewashed. A lot of these areas need color. Well then, start popping out the purple. Might be a little too much. I could be here forever doing this. All right. I just, well, okay, that's 4. You got it. Got 4 more to go. I feel for Matt. I'm looking at this now, like he's working on that warbird.
Yeah. Oh God, he showed me that a long time ago, and that thing is amazing. But oh
Yes.
yes, the time
Yeah.
required to do that is insane.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I'm feeling for because he's in there and he's like trying to find new and creative ways to recycle room configurations and stuff. And
Yes.
yeah, I feel that.
Agreed. Agreed. And yeah, shout out to Matt. He's a fantastic designer, and he's taught me a lot too when I first started doing this. All right, I fixed the problem, and I am going back to work.
Wonderful.
Assault cyborgs.
Need big devices.
Big devices.
Guess maybe could put like a thruster in here or something. I don't know. That's it would have to be visible. That's right. Fuel tanks maybe. Could do fuel tanks for deco.
Explosive.
Always fun. Or oxygen. We could do oxygen.
Mm-hmm. The ship technically only needs one small fuel tank to function as an OPV. And one generator.
Correct.
Yep.
I just can't manage to escape this build. Stuck in there. All right. You. Well, at least I'm leaving my comfort zone with some of these textures. I'm using stuff I haven't really used before.
Mm.
There's that. It's maybe a little too bright, a little too loud. Eh. And this is definitely an art form.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the OPVs and POIs and stuff. I mean, it's sure the more you know, the easier it's going to be.
Yep. It's just different way of designing, different way of thinking about it. Should I put this here? This might cause the player to lose the control of their bowels. I kind of like it.
Tell me more.
The turret decoys, putting an actual Gatling gun turret in the turret decoy room.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually nice.
I mean, it works.
Yeah. Oh, one on one side, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I like it.
I mean,
That would be good.
You could use the drone distract thing, and then run.
I'm about to do a save. I'm about to do a save.
Have at it.
All right, saved.
Great.
Continue on. wood.
Dorsal thrust, ventral thrust. What do you want to
Yeah,
put here?
I don't think we need to use those.
Mm-hmm. So just like some deco
Well, I
block.
mean, as well, I didn't think of. So I don't intend on using them as what they're designed for. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you know, if you got any ideas on what you want to put on there, feel free.
Some placeholder stuff. Oh, that's another thing. When you submit to Elion, don't copy paste HV or SV blocks over. They kind of frown on that. Like
Oh yeah,
using the unique blocks that you would only find in HVs and SVs into a CV.
I really didn't give that a thought, but good to know.
Yeah. On RE, that doesn't really matter. It's actually more
Yeah,
encouraged over there because it just gives variety.
nice.
What am I doing? Okay. Something to put in there.
Definitely need some big deco blocks. So we do have some new. This actually could do an antenna here. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I made fake stuff that's just placeholders I can put into these areas.
And I'm getting that now. That makes sense.
So yeah, I'm doing the
Needs to
same thing on the ventral and dorsal thrust. I'm just copying those fake shield booster blocks over here.
Yeah. Hmm. I get it now. So I need to do like some prefab stuff here.
Yes, yes, and if you do that, please share.
Fabrication.
That'd be nice.
Yes. So no one else in- What happens if I turn it gravity sideways?
Oh, that's another thing. When we're done, we have to put gravity generators around so that when the player boards the ship in space, they have gravity when they do the assault. It optional. It's just nice to have.
Oh, I do have gravity everywhere right now,
Oh,
so
you do? Okay.
that's taken care of.
All right. Good deal. Never mind.
It does look like subwoofers.
Subwoofers. That's fitting. I believe that Phoenix Starworks would embrace the subwoofer.
So why is it this is animated but not the shield?
Crap. Xeno steel. Damn it.
You can change it.
No, it's the textures. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. It's
Never mind.
it was only necessary for the build itself, so I'm thinking I want to convert a lot of it anyways.
Oh, okay.
I'm not happy with these texture options in these rooms. It's kind of driving me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways,
What the heck?
just chilling with a subwoofer. Why not? Okay. All right, two more. Well, how you looking up here?
Good. I just
Yeah.
did these filler blocks. And just filling it in. I don't know.
Uh, you animal.
Hmm?
That's hilarious.
The turret. Yeah.
Yep.
Surprise.
Hmm.
I like that. I did put some random commandos sprinkled about.
Yeah.
This forward area where you have the option to put hydroponics or armor blocks. What do you want to do with this area? It's a large
Uh,
space.
right. I think I'm just gonna break these into rooms.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
That'll be a little bit of work.
Yeah, well.
Because I'm still tied up with these rooms back here, and it's driving me insane. I think I'm gonna want to convert some of the textures on that Xeno steel.
Yeah.
Since yeah,
This looks really nice. I like what you've done to these rooms. This O2 tank and generator setup. Nice work.
yeah. I'm not liking the rooms. Not bad. No. It's gonna take a deep think. I gotta put some investment in this.
All right, put it on the back burner.
Yeah,
What's
all these rooms. I mean, they gotta be looking right.
Yeah, they got to meet your standard. Do what you got to do.
Mhm.
Why is there a sideways gravity generator? Is that just for
That's
looks?
that's a subwoofer, man.
That's
Look, you get
the
the you
Oh
get
yeah, that's what you're talking about.
the
Oh, okay. That does look like a yes, you're right. Huh. I like that.
and then you sit here, have a seat, and just chill, and listen to the music.
That's beautiful. Oh my god. So just put something on the side like that. Yes. Nice. Nice.
I'll work it out. Is it for vanilla or reforging? It is going to be for both of them. Yeah, barracks would be nice.
All right. Do you want to work on this large room here next?
Yeah, let me sort out this block. These rails right here. Let's sort this out. Build that keeps going. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do with this? I
So
certainly want to
I was thinking
convert them.
like core here or second core here. Then you see it in front of you behind like glass, and you're working your way towards it and fighting stuff to get to this core. Maybe
Maybe. Yeah,
just an
can do
idea.
that.
Let me paste this here just as a placeholder, just to think. Like a heavy window or something in front of it. So you have to get to this. You can see it. It's behind glass. You can't shoot it with a sniper rifle. You have to get up here and get in there.
Gravity cannon if you flick the wrong switch.
Yes. Perfect. I love it. Oh, and
Is this
then
big enough for, dude? Is this big enough for a mech?
in
That would be something.
RE2, yeah. Yeah.
Or wait a minute. There's no mechs
Oh,
for
do you mean the
Orbital?
golem? The golem. Yeah, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It's let me see here. NPC spawner. So if we put, I don't know, right here. The assault mech or the armored golem. That's probably what they're talking about. I was thinking about the Tesh that Vermilion's making. I got confused. But yes,
The assault mech.
the assault mech. Yes, we can do the assault mech. Like right there. Are you gonna? Are we gonna cut the floor down? How do you? Where's the floor gonna be? Is this gonna be the floor?
So there's well, I guess we could. I got rid of the LCDs. Yeah. Okay, could do that. So maybe thin blocks.
Mm,
Would that be an issue?
no, no.
Thin block the floor.
So this guy needs to spawn. So he needs to go upside down. And then we'll set this to assault mech, and then he'll drop onto the thin block.
Assault mech. How ridiculous.
Why not?
Yes. It's got to be a trap though. We
Oh,
gotta have some blast doors.
mm,
How do we get this to be a trap?
have them walk in
Okay,
here
okay,
and then
okay,
shut. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah. So blast doors right here, right at the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on there. My, my hamsters are spinning. They're devilish.
Oh my god.
Get some devilish hamsters.
Oh boy.
Since they're room, so they come down when inside. Right. Damn it. Rotate. All right, so okay, check this out. How's this work? Come here.
Hmm.
So I could put a hangar door maybe right here at this
Yeah.
edge. Okay. So they come in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the blast door is locked behind them.
Yep. Yep. Like it.
A hangar door goes up and there's a mech in there.
Yep. Love it. Love it. Man, I'm so proud of you. I'm tearing up.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I was thinking about something.
Hmm?
You could do. Nobody's done. I don't think anybody's messed with this. Like, you could have like sensor work. Maybe you have something like this going on, and then as you progress, the gravity could go on and off,
Oh yeah.
just 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 to throw people off, man.
I love that. You could reverse it too. Yeah. Bit of a gravity
So
generator on the rope.
you're fighting gravity, and then like the mech, and it's just wonderful.
It's a suitable challenge for the end here. Yep. Love it.
Oh, look at that.
So the point was they have to be really
Yeah.
effing careful where they shoot. That's kind of what I was getting at. Oh,
It's oh my goodness,
watch,
you're
hold
an
your breath.
animal. You're an animal.
I don't know. Just throwing ideas around. So, all right, hangar door, and then signals, gravity gens. Okay.
Oops. This guy needs to be wired to a sensor. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, if we put down the hangar door, they might see the mech through that little visible slit. So maybe
Mm.
we okay. Let me rotate it.
Oh,
Maybe less chance of
you
that.
could put a shutter door in front of the little window, or something. Well, yeah.
Okay, I think that's too tall for them to see. So that right there, that could work. This is filthy. Absolutely filthy.
It's fun.
It's should we grant them mercy?
What?
Well, here I was thinking, like, okay, so they come into this room. The blast door is locked behind them. The hangar door opens up, and then it reveals a mech. And then, but above them, they also have two turrets. I don't know if it's too much, man. Oh yeah, come look at this. Look,
What?
look. Let's call it. Come in here. We'll call this the death room, the death waiting room.
The death waiting room.
So yeah, they come in, and
Okay.
I don't know, man. Like, is that just a little too much to handle?
That for a core room? No. This is the end. This is the final
Okay.
challenge, final countdown.
Give them some small amount of cover.
They've fought this far. They've defanged the ship, blown the thrusters, fought what 100 guys to get here. This
Yeah.
is it. Yep.
Should we do one turret instead of two?
Sure.
Hmm.
Because that's just a little evil surprise kind of thing.
Let that turret pop down. Yeah. All right. So a lot of this is got to be retextured and such.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, our foundation blocks in vanilla.
Oh no,
No?
sadly.
Okay. So just need to layer up a little bit more.
Yep.
Fine. All right, Zell, you have a good one. Two explosion blocks. A field tank.
This
Oh
is
man.
just an idea. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly an idea, all right.
So watch your fire.
Go ahead and save this.
Yep.
Yeah. So I figured that in order for these blast doors to be open, it's got to be like combination or some sequence of numbers to get in.
Yes, I agree with that. Like in the captain's quarters, having a code or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a
All
player,
right.
that's where I'd go. Yeah, put an LCD over there or something. Code this. Nice.
Not too bad. It's a pretty good start.
Yeah.
I had I, I
Start.
had
Jeez.
no idea.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all right. Just looking at some of this work you've done.
Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we could
Okay.
do a
Okay.
run this up to a part 5.
Well,
And then there's the hatches.
we eventually want to test it out at some point
Yes. Yes.
and do it in RE. But RE is just going to be copy this, paste it over there, and just use the new blocks. Yep.
Yeah. Probably swap some turrets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, let me save this. Make the walls and floors out of explosive blocks. That's just dirty. What a monster, man.
Love it. Love it. So good. Nice work today. Very nice.
Yes.
It's looking good.
And look, oh, dude, this is awesome. We got these lights out of here, and that's pretty cool. Look at that.
Yeah, I usually do my building in space, so I have a bunch of lighting truss. Feel free to copy it and hack it or do whatever you want with it.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, this wall of text, I didn't show you this earlier. This is basically what I've been walking you through the whole time. I wrote everything down that I know about converting OPVs, so use it as a reference. A lot of hints, a lot of commands. Might be useful for you.
It will. It shall.
So there you go. So let me know when you want me to drop in again, and I'll pop in and help out however I can.
For sure.
Thank you for inviting me to your stream. Thank you for bringing me along on this journey. Appreciate it.
Yes, of course, and it's going to be a very long journey too. This is just
Yeah.
it's going to be a marathon.
Yeah. You
This
just let me know when you're going to stream, and I'll pop in whenever I can.
Okay, man.
Thank you for everyone on Twitch for joining us today. This is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, man. It's we talked about it before, and here we are. Let's make this thing happen.
Let's make it happen. I agree. It's more to come.
Thank you for joining, Tiki. See?
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, LyfeForce.